Thanks for tuning in to News 9 Live. The Sudanese people woke up, if they could sleep at all, to a third consecutive day of gunfire and explosion sounds. A power struggle between Sudan's army and a notorious paramilitary force has rocked the entire country. Residents dodged gunfire in the capital Khartoum as rival forces battled over the presidential palace, state television and army headquarters. The clashes erupted after tensions over a proposed transition to civilian rule. Heavy fighting involving armored vehicles, truck-mounted machine guns and warplanes raged on Sunday in the capital of Khartoum. Both the army and its opponents, the Rapid Support Forces or the RSF, claimed they had control of the airport and other key sites in Khartoum where major chunk of the fighting is taking place. Footage that emerged from there showed a Sudanese armed forces aircraft firing a missile. An explosion was heard and heavy black smoke was seen billowing into the sky over the area. The target, it's believed, was an area near the airport where fighters of the Rapid Support Forces were believed to be present. The heavy fighting signaled both sides were unwilling to end hostilities, despite mounting diplomatic pressure to cease fire. At least 5 civilians were killed and 78 others got wounded on Sunday, bringing the two-day toll to above 60 dead and more than 670 wounded. But the Sudan Doctors' Syndicate said it believed there were dozens of additional deaths among the rival forces. The clashes are part of a power struggle between General Abdel Fattah Burhan, the commander of the armed forces, and General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, the head of the Rapid Support Forces group. The two generals are former allies who jointly orchestrated an October 2021 military coup that derailed Sudan's short-lived transition to democracy. Meanwhile, Abdullah Hamdok, former Sudanese Prime Minister, says that Sudan has said goodbye to dictatorship forever. We can have reversal, we can have setbacks, but we'll never be defeated. Listen in to what he has to say.
Whatever happens today, after the change of April 2019, things will never be the same again in Sudan. We have said goodbye to dictatorship forever. We can have reversal, we can have setbacks, but we will never be defeated. The civil, the civilian, and the civic movement will go from strength to strength. It can be, maybe have some hiccups on the way. And as we know, transitions never go in a straight line. They are non-linear, dynamic, they are messy, and all that. And I think in that sense, this is some of those hiccups on the way. But I think what was opened by the forces of change in Sudan, by toppling one of the most brutal dictatorships in our recent history, things will never be the same again. I'm absolutely confident that we will be able to open the road again for this transition, to take it to its respective and desired destination by the majority of the Sudanese people.
Well, now the rival forces are believed to have tens of thousands of fighters each in the capital alone. But even as residents of the capital hunker down in their homes for a second day, fears that a prolonged conflict could plunge the country into deeper chaos is becoming all too real, dashing long-held hopes for a transition to civilian-led democracy.